You should not need much help from me in terms of getting to Ice Palace, so here we are in Ice Palace. The main thing that I wanted to do with this guide was that I just didn't see much of the collected information about Ice Palace all in one place, so that's why I wanted to make this video. So we're going to be doing three things today. We're going to be going over the full clear with the Ice Palace bomb jump. We're going to be doing the full clear with the red cane, because they're different. And then we're going to be doing the go mode, which can only be done, this go mode strategy can only be done with the Ice Palace bomb jump. If you're going to be using red cane, you have to do a full clear. So let's go ahead and get started. If you've got any questions, just go ahead and post them in the chat. So this initial section is the same no matter what you're doing. And this is a special ROM that I set up with all of the right items and stuff. So this is not indicative of of what you would have coming into Ice Palace necessarily. So the first thing that you're going to want to pay attention to is what is in this chest. Okay, so there was a big key. If you get a key in that first chest, you get to make some different decisions about how to route this dungeon. But since we didn't, we are just going to continue to do it the same. And talking and playing at the same time is not my strong suit, so I apologize in advance for any lousy playing. Like that. So if you're playing on V30, which I think everybody's playing on V30 right now, you'll be able to get that hint tile. There's also a hint tile at the beginning. This happens to be an old ROM. It's a V29 ROM, which is why I have 16 bombs. And so, first decision point, Ice Palace bomb jump. This is what we're going to be doing. Just to save myself some time and grief, I'm going to make a save state. Okay. So if you haven't practiced that, I highly recommend it. Because that allows you to skip the majority of the dungeon, if you do that. I don't claim to be the master or anything of any of these, of this game. I've only been playing for 5 months or so, and so if you've got any comments, please feel free to share. So here's that first decision point. So if you've got that key from that first chest, you would go right here. And then the other thing is that it's possible that Ice Palace is hookshot locked. So if you don't have the hookshot, you don't know how to do the hookshot bomb jump, then you'll need to go, and you don't get a key in that first chest, you'll need to go left here down into the freezer room and hope for a key there. And if you don't get a key there, then you would have to leave the dungeon. But since we have the hookshot, we can just go up in the way that you normally would. I'm actually going to show off the hookshot bomb jump. It's been a minute since I've done it, so hopefully it doesn't take me too long to pull it off. Let's kill all of these dudes. Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay, luckily we can get back. That's one way to do it. Okay, so let's just kill all of these guys. Normally you wouldn't kill all of these guys to do the bomb jump, but normally you wouldn't even do that, kill any of these guys to even get through here with the hook shot. But just to make it easy on myself, so here's how you set up the bomb jump. So you just move to the left all the way to the block, and then you move down until you are about here, set the bomb, and there you go. So let's do that again, just so you can see the way that you set this up is actually with the shadow on the floor. So you basically move as far down as you can. I'm gonna set us just on the off chance that I lose too much health doing this. Yeah, this is... Okay, so you move it until basically the spike below you disappears and all you can see is the shadow. You make sure that you're moved all the way to the left. You do the bomb jump, and you're across. And I'm actually going to save the health and hookshot myself across. So, once you've done that, you come down here, and you're in this room. It's colloquially known as the spike room. I'm going to be killing more enemies since that I did the first bomb jump fine, and then I whiffed it a couple of times, and so I'm low on health. But so I should have got a potion. So this is all normal. Like, this is stuff that you would not be able to do if you didn't have the hammer. Oh, hey, there's a... I'll take that. So if you didn't have the hammer, you wouldn't be able to do any of this, and if you didn't have the hookshot, you would need to do the hookshot bomb jump. So we're just going to collect all of these items. And since we actually got a key, you'll be able to get out, but basically... if you had gotten a key early, you would go to this room. So let's actually see if this dude is back. Yes, he is. Because I want your health. There we go. Okay, again, if you have any questions, just post them in the chat. Also, if I'm making any mistakes, you can post them in the chat. Okay, so there's a second key. That's good. Which means that we can go the easy route to what's known as the iced tea room. So this, you would just come down here. And this is known as the freezer room. So you would want to just kill both of these freezers to get this chest. And here's another bomb jump. So you'll want to just... I'm not going to be, perfect about... Okay, well... So, you would have been able to bomb jump across there to get to the iced tea room, but that's okay. I'm going to show the other way to get to the iced tea room anyway. So what you'll notice that I did was I did a little bit of a hookshot glitch. You can actually hookshot through a block as you're... as you're moving it. So, okay, so if you didn't get that other key, or if you had gotten that key if you hadn't gotten any keys and you needed to go to the iced tea room, here's how you would do it. So you can come back this way. You don't need any of the keys in order to come back this way. So we just do this room. And if you would need to do this room if you had done the ice. If you had made that bomb jump, I knew it was too good to be true. That's the easier of the bomb jumps, and of course I missed that one. So, yeah. So you're just gonna come through here, and this is the iced tea room, and that's. And if I had been counting items and not making this as a walkthrough, then I would have not gotten that key, not gotten that compass. So here is where you would have landed if you had gone into if you had made that bomb jump that I missed. So, this is where you would have landed. So, after you've gone around and gotten the iced tea room, then you fall down here. And then you're back up here to fight Cold Stare. And I'm actually not going to fight Cold Stare because this is not a Cold Stare tutorial. There's many of those. And then here's the Cold Stare room, and you have to use the hammer in order to get to him. Don't accidentally use up your magic before you drop down, because you'll need all of it. Okay, so that was how to do this. This is like a full clear with the Ice Palace bomb jump, showing off the various bomb jumps that you would need to do if you're doing it in a slightly different way. So I'm going to reset back to the beginning, and I'm going to show you how to do it with the red cane and no Ice Palace bomb jump. It's actually very similar. So all of this is the same. If I had fancy video magic, I would just whisk ourselves back to the decision point of where the Ice Palace bomb jump is, but I don't have that kind of magic. So I'm just gonna do all of this same business. Wow. I'm gonna kill these guys on the off chance that I actually get a heart. No! Okay. This is me. Yeah, that other room really... That one anti-fairy got me. Okay. Okay. So here we are back again, and this time we are not doing the Ice Palace bomb jump. So we don't flick the switch. And this time we can just use the hook shot to navigate ourselves around. And so aside from Ice Palace bomb jump, all of this is the same, and you'll see where the critical difference is in a second. So we can't go to the right side. We could go to that left side, but I'm just going to show you the path. Kind of what the room looks like if you're not trying to do the bomb, show off the bomb jump. Actually, learning that bomb jump is super helpful because that means that you can go into Ice Palace without the hook shot. That being said, though, the hook shot is actually sometimes required for Ganon's Tower. And if you skip needing the hook shot in Ice Palace, it might not warn you in advance that you need the hook shot for Ganon's Tower. So if the hook shot is needed for Ganon's Tower, it'll also be needed for Ice Palace. So just keep that in mind when you're doing Ice Palace and you're potentially skipping the need for the hook shot. There is one other bomb jump which it could be useful sometimes, which is the freezer room the other way. And so I'm not going to show it off in this video because I'm not very practiced at it, but that's another one that you could potentially need. And so we're going to go, I'm going to do my best to not mess up that bomb jump this time. And we're going to go straight to Iced Tea Room. Actually, no, we need... Okay, here's this guy, these guys. So that's that bomb jump. It's really straightforward. You just move yourself into the corner and place a bomb. So then this is how you, it's just the easy route back to Iced Tea Room. So in order for this mode to work, you need a key and the big key. So you have to make sure that you clear all of the chests before you drop down to where Cold Stare is. Okay, you fucks. Oh, I'm swearing on stream. Okay, so we're gonna come back through here. So, we actually need this key. And let's see if it will let us back through. So this direction you might, yeah. So you need this key, and you don't want to get hit by this anti-fairy, because anti-fairies hurt. So you've got that key, and then you come up here. And this is how you would normally get down to Cold Stare if you hadn't done the Ice Palace bomb jump. And so let's get the Cane of Somaria, and so this is how you would open up the door without doing Ice Palace bomb jump. So it's just as simple as putting a block on the key, on the switch. I mean, so here we are. Now you might not have enough magic, so you'll have to pay attention to that. But if you had been paying attention and you have enough magic, then this is where you would fight Cold Stare. Okay, so the last one that I want to check in on is Go Mode. So let's start. Go Mode Ice Palace is the easiest of all of the dungeons to Go Mode, because you literally don't need anything. So you skip all of these rooms, you literally only open up the rooms that you need to open up. That's more about how that room is supposed to go, not like earlier when I got hit by that anti-fairy. So you just come up here, like you normally would. So I unfortunately got hit there. That sucks. But this mode requires Ice Palace bomb jump. If you only have the cane, you can't use this route. And just to maintain my sanity, I'm actually going to do a save state. Because talking and playing is not my strong suit. Okay, so now normally we don't go to the left, right? We either go straight or to the right, but this time we're just going to go to the freezer. This is how you would get down to the freezer room. You're not going to bother with the freezers, you're just going to drop down. And then here we are. Drop it down to Cold Stare. And here we are. That's the Go mode version. So you literally don't need anything. You don't pick up any of the chests. You don't need any of the keys. You just skip all of the rooms. So that's the end of the tutorial bit. I'm going to play through each of the 3 modes without talking so that you can see what they look like top to bottom without any interruptions. So here we go. This is the full clear with Ice Palace Bomb Jump. Remember, you would get that hint tile. Alright, so that was how to do it with the Ice Palace Bomb Jump. Next, we're going to do it with the Red Cane. And this is not how I normally do it, since I can do the Ice Palace Bomb Jump, so I don't... no guarantees on the execution on this one. Again, check the tile in V30. All right, and there you have it. That's Cold Stare. And last but not least, let's do a full clear Go mode. Or I'm sorry, let's do a Go mode version with no talking. Hey, Pierre De Wong, yep, you caught just the very end, but this is going to go up as a highlight, so you'll be able to check it out. Tell me where I'm wrong with all of my strats, as always. Super helpful. Love it when people chime in and help me with what I need to be learning. Oh, almost had it. Alright, well that was a Go mode clear with no talking because I can't play and talk at the same time. So, hope everybody had fun and hope everybody learned something. If you have got any feedback, comments, questions, feel free to post about it. You can message me on Twitch, and yeah. Hopefully that was useful information. I know that sometimes it feels like Rando, the knowledge for Rando is scattered into the 4 winds and you have to talk to the 8 elders in order to piece together the information. So hopefully this was useful. And yeah, if you have anything that you want to see updated, if you have anything that I said that was incorrect, please feel free to correct me, as again, I've only been playing for 4 or 5 months. And I don't claim to know everything about Rando, yeah, just here trying to give back and trying to learn. So have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you next time.